Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that was fun. Cancer, what do we have? Ooh, okay. Well, okay. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. I think this is going to go extremely well, actually. You know, it's not going to be an easy ride. I don't want to BS you. But it ends. Yeah. Okay. I like how it ends. This feels like a rough ride. I'm giving you a heads up, so I understand if you don't want to watch, but it's going to be a rough ride, but it has a good ending. So let's see what we're going for, because I'm seeing some rough cards here. But I like where it's going, so if it's going to have to be rough, at least it can go a good direction at the end. So it starts off with a little bit of, not a little bit, you got the Ten of Wands with the Emperor. There's stress here, but with the Ten of Wands, this is kind of like when you're looking at that new house and you're like, I got to clean this up, I got to clean that up, I got to fix the gutters, I got to fix the back porch, I got to get the driveway redone. Like you have this laundry list of stuff you got to do. It's all doable and you have the finances to do it, but you're kind of like, that's still going to be a hit to your finances and you've got to put a lot of effort. It's going to take you a while. It's stressful because you want it done and you're like, we can't really move in until I get these things fixed. Because if we move in before that, it needs to be fixed. All this stuff needs to be taken care of. This laundry list of stuff needs to be done first. And it's stressful because you need to get it done and you want to move into here. You're ready to move into the next phase. The Emperor is saying you're also taking control of this. And the Ten of Wands is under your control, saying, again, you want to move into this house, that same laundry list. But you're making the demands on yourself. You're telling yourself, we need to get this done in a month, for example. You're saying we need to move in next month, so I give myself 1 month, we need to get this done, so I need to start working on this now. I got to find people who can help me, and whatever I can do, I need to get up here and do it and get it done so we can move in. And you're very diligent about this. So there is stress, there is success at the end of the rainbow here, if you will, but it's a lot. It's a lot, but you're demanding this of yourself. But at the same time, to be fair, it's not like you're just giving yourself a hard time, because why would you do that? You are inspired to do so, kind of like, no, for good reason, we need to be in here in a month. We need to get in here as soon as possible and have it correct, because if we go beyond that, then there's this problem, or there's this issue, or then we got to plan for this, or then we got to plan for that. So dragging it on beyond that is not really helpful for certain elements, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm putting this restraint or condition on myself. But you get the Isis inspiration saying, no, this is what's right for me and my family or connection or whoever you're with. Now, do you get support? Not as much as you need. Not as much as you need. A lot of this seems to be mostly on you. You seem to be putting in a lot of effort. But I do get Justice and the Queen of Cups here. But the Queen of Cups is a weird energy. You have to take into effect what's going on around it. I don't see... It's almost like... It's not that people won't help you. I just feel like it's very conflicting to their own responsibilities or dedication to other things. So getting people to help you seems to be difficult because they don't seem to be able to. Like there's conflict of interests or schedules or something like that. It's not that they don't want to or not. They're not. It's not because there's nothing negative. I don't feel like there's a negative reason they're not helping you, but there's other responsibilities, other things pulling in their time, and it leaves a lot of this on your shoulders. Justice card comes in with the Queen of Cups, kind of like they feel like they're doing what's right for them. They feel like they're doing what's right for them and what needs to be done. There's prior commitments is what I'm getting here with the Justice card and the Queen of Cups. But it also, when the Queen of Cups doesn't usually tell everything that's going on. She tells what is necessary. She holds back what she doesn't want known for whatever reason. And I'm getting you're not understanding that you might not be seeing what exactly the situation is going on, but you understand that this, whoever this is, because it might be more than one person, seems to be tied up in a couple different things. Now, this is what's Okay, so things with between you and these people, because it may be more than one. You got the Lovers card here. It could be literally your partner, romantic partner. I feel like for a lot of you though, it's like family members or friends that you're working with on this project, whatever it may be. Um, Socially, emotionally, you're great. You're cool. Everything's good. Nobody's upset with anybody. Nobody's arguing. But because of everything going on and the help you're not getting, for example, if you put in that month, you want things done in a month. Oh my gosh, I'm fighting back a hiccup. It's not happening. Something you need to take, something you need to get done in 1 month is going to take three, is what I'm getting. Whatever it is taking 3 times as long. And I'm getting this is really causing you issues. This is really throwing things off, causing extra bills, causing this has to be done, that has to be done. You wanted this done beforehand. It would have been better if it was done before. Like if it was done on the time schedule you needed it to be done, great. But instead of having all that help you were hoping for, doing all this on your own and like for example, if you need the driveway and some things fixed and maybe you don't have the ability to like rebuild a wall and a wall has to be rebuilt or maybe the roof has to be redone or whatever it is, you don't have the ability to do that on your own. You need to hire that out maybe. You're not able to fill that position soon enough. You just can't. It's just not available. So the devastation comes from like the time schedule falls through. Um, Other people feel like they let you down with the Three of Swords in the environment. You're very upset that this didn't come off in the time schedule you needed to. Other people feel really bad about this as well, that they couldn't help you. And then it seems to be like a weird moment that could be really bad, but I don't feel like it's getting really bad. I feel like what's happening is like other people are acknowledging like that should have been done in a month, but they're also acknowledging there was no way you were going to be able to do it all by yourself. The support wasn't there, and they're feeling a little bad about it. Um, like no, there was no negativity to it, but now they're wishing they had a different way to do things. But what's done is done at this point. Creativity comes in. Now they're trying to brainstorm with you, like, okay, wait a minute, I got a lot going on here, and while I don't have a crazy amount of time, there must be something I could do here. Maybe I could make some calls. Maybe I could try to help here and there. Let's talk about this, like what I could do to help move this forward more. It's still going to take 3 times as long, but when this energy comes in, at least it's helping you finally move forward in a more reliable way. You're not still not getting as much help as you need, but you're getting more help than you did before. People really do care what you're doing. They're really trying to help. Um, so there's a lot of talk here. People are trying to pull in extra resources. If there's something they can do or somebody they know, or there's a string they can pull for you, they do that. So the creative card with the Three of Cups is like things are improving here. It feels really good in the sense of like you're being cared, like you're being heard and people are trying to help you. Is it working out as good as you need it to? Not really. But the intention and the desire and people are trying to help you. This does make you feel better. I'm getting the Seven of Swords with the Wisdom card. When you see people like really trying to help, they're doing whatever they can, and you're understanding that. I feel like you're forced to let go of the original timeline. So if you wanted it done in a month, you're kind of like, well, obviously that didn't happen. Now I just got to pull back and just see what we can do and just handle it week by week and see how far we get. It's not about wanting to, it's just kind of like trying to be realistic about it and trying to keep your stress level under control. And you got wisdom here, kind of like, all right, I could try to make another timeline and plan things out, but the help I'm getting, while is very positive, is not reliable. So I feel like if I start planning things now, I'm setting myself up for another big disappointment, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to have to take it week by week and see how far we get and just roll with it best I can. So you're trying to let go of it as much as possible. I feel like you're letting up, like you're not letting people know you're disappointed. You're still disappointed, but you're not really putting it out there because you don't want people feeling bad about it, especially since they're helping you. They're doing what they can, and you know that. I feel like there might be, like, I know it's the King of Wands, but I feel like it might be a couple people really trying to bend over backwards, like if they can, like, come around after work, or if they can come over on the weekends. Some of them like might be doing stuff on lunch hours or like before work. Like any little piece of time, like when I'm saying lunch hour, I'm like if they're doing research or trying to help you find somebody to do a job, like maybe you need to hire something out, they might be calling people or calling people they know on their lunch hour, trying to find that for you. Some people literally might be getting up a couple hours early and helping you do what needs to be done and then going to work after. Like people are really doing what they can. Like there's a couple people, at least two I'm getting from most of you. I feel like for most of you, I know it's a general read, but people who are like bending over backwards, they want this to turn around. They're really trying to do everything they can. They've got the strength with the King of Wands here. Like it means a lot to them that this start going the right direction for you. Now, as this keeps coming forward, you're obviously you know this is happening, and you're very appreciative. And I'm getting this. I feel like you're very appreciative of this. You see what people are doing, and you understand, like they're doing their best to help you, and you're thankful for that. This is you're also staying in that same energy. Like I understand people are helping me the best they can, but at this point still it's kind of like we got to take it week by week. We got to take it week by week and see how far things go and see what happens. People are trying to help you. People are taking as much of this off their plate as they can, off of your plate as they can. It's still it's funny because even though I'm saying they're taking it off your plate as much as they can, the base responsibility is always there. Like you seem to be always in control of it. The Temperance is like you're letting it slowly come together. It's that same energy. You're trying to be realistic about it. It is moving forward. It will be completed at some point. When I'm getting the Hermit, like people are trying to search for more answers on your behalf. Even though it's the Hermit, there may be some reaching out, but they're trying to decide for themselves how to solve problems and bring it forward to you. So they're doing a lot of introspection and a lot of thought, like what could make this better for the Cancer? What could make this better for my Cancer? What would do? I didn't like that. That sounded. What would improve this? Now, this is the good ending. It will hit that next phase. But I feel like the next phase is like if I'm giving that house analogy with the laundry list of things that have to be done before it's move-in ready, I'm getting like the most important things have been done, like the roof, and maybe the windows have been sealed correctly and stuff like that, but like there's still things in the back. Like maybe there's little pieces on the porch and stuff that aren't right, and maybe there's a couple of rooms that need to be painted, and maybe the driveway isn't quite exactly how it should be. There's certain things that haven't been done yet, but you can work around them. So, and I'm getting that's what's happening. We're doing the workaround. You got the Ace of Swords, making new decisions, kind of like, all right, well, I didn't think I'd be able to move in before all of this stuff was done, but the most important things have been done. I need to just roll with it, and then we're just going to have to do piece by piece best we can. As long as we keep on it, it will be fine. People seem to be following you. I feel like the energy lightens up a lot for you because you have moved forward to the next level, and it's kind of like, for example, if there's a couple of rooms that have to be painted, you're like, I almost feel like you're chopping this up little by little. Like, okay, so we're going to clean these rooms first. They have to be cleaned first. Okay, clean as best we can. Then we're going to, take off all the molding and stuff and tape up the windows and tape around the outlets and tape around everything that's not going to get painted. And then let's start putting stuff on the floor to protect the floor for when we do paint. So you're getting it ready ahead of time, and maybe a couple days after that before you actually paint. And then when people can help you, or if you have to do it yourself, you might literally be doing it like one wall at a time. Like, well, I don't have all the time in the world today, but I know I have enough time to get one wall done, so let me do this one wall. And you let that dry, and then when you can come back to it, you do another wall. And you may be like chopping it up in a way that you really would rather not do it that way, but it is getting it done. I'm getting people are supporting you and helping you. Other people are kind of helping you out. Like when you're doing something, you might have unexpected support. For example, like you might be painting and like, well, I can get this wall done, and then you might get somebody to help you do that. And who knows, they might get a half a wall done, but still, it's the same color paint is what I'm getting. That's the analogy I'm getting anyway. But like, however far they get, that's still helpful. And like, you might get some like spontaneous help that way. More decisions will have to be made before this is actually going to hit the final stage. But I feel like just trying and keeping it out there so people know I still do need help. So if you have a minute, I'd be very grateful. People will still keep coming around, especially if you have like a way to like Instagram or Facebook like your progress, and people will keep seeing that in their feed, and they're like, oh, I see you're still working on that. I can come over this Tuesday for a couple hours if you want me to do this or that. You'll get like spontaneous help like that. This will keep going. Just keep going. Keep your energy moving forward. Other people will help you. This will work out. Anything else? It just kind of ended abruptly, but I'm getting that that's how to get forward. That's how to finish this off or keep it going to get where you want to be. I feel like that's going to work. For those it's meant for, I feel like it's going to work. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.